Hi there. So I have this color chart with my core paints. And this set right here, actually up through the Phthalo Green here, is the introductory set. I have bought Sap Green, Transparent Brown Oxide, and Cobalt Teal. So I want to update my color chart so that as I buy paints, I can add them to my chart. I really do rely on these. I think they're a great tool for trying to figure out which colors you want to use in a painting. So when I'm looking at my reference, I might say, okay, I need 3 main colors. And I will go and find the closest colors to that as I can, while also using the least amount of paints possible. I try to keep it to 3 or 4 colors maximum. Sometimes it's not possible, but I do try. And by using a color mixing chart like this, it's easier to figure those things out. So I have graphed it all out. Here is my page. It's longer than it needs to be, but I didn't see the point in cutting it off. So I've got my originals and my extra 3 in my little palette here. I like these small palettes personally, and it makes me only buy so many. I feel like the more choices I have, the more confused I get. So for example, my Daniel Smith palette, which I can't promise is clean, it's not. That is all I'm gonna buy. I am not gonna buy any more unless I find that I'm not using one of them. But I really am using every single one of these in a combination of sorts. Actually, Moon Glow, I don't use that one that often, but I do use it sometimes. So I'm not gonna buy any more of these. And that's kind of a goal I have set for my other palettes. I might fill up this middle row, and actually I might take this out. Oops. Oh my goodness, I can't get it. There we go. And I wet it and put them in there, but really it's not easy to put them in there because of the different dips, the different levels. I don't really like that, honestly. Ooh, got paint on myself. I actually prefer when it's a flat bottom as opposed to when there's a ring and that. I don't like those as much, but these are cheaper, so I'm gonna get what's cheaper. So for this, I think, you know, I have allowed myself 3 or 4 more colors here, and that's it. So I want to update my color mixing chart. It is going to take a long time to do, and that's okay, because I don't mind tedious things. I am not going to subject you to the entire thing, but I will give some highlights here and there. Highlights of a color mixing chart. It's kind of crazy, but whatever. So what I do is for the first one, for Quin Magenta, it's going to be this one, and I make puddles that I'm going to need. So I need 12, 13, 14, 15 puddles. Actually, I need 14 puddles. The first one is just Quin Magenta. And I did wet these before, I think I mentioned, to get them started. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14. And then I will add, it takes a lot of mixing water as well. Okay, and so for the next one, I will add some of this Permanet Alizarin Crimson. And I don't use up the whole thing, I just use a little bit. So that's going to go in this one. And then I'm going to get another dab And then I'm going to saturate it even more. And I did put out more here than I needed to, but that's all right. I'm not going to be hard on myself with that. So that the ones on this side are heavier with this. It's not perfect, okay? It's not. I'm going to put that there. So next is Pyrrole Red Light. I'm just going to do a little dab because these reds are so strong. So strong. And I'm going to blot the water out of my brush so it doesn't cause a problem. And then, ooh, oh no, oh, it didn't smear. And then I'm going to get another dab. Ooh, that's too much. And mix it in. And put it here. And I'm just going to keep going down the line.